Hello there, it's episode 13 of Cocktails for a Crisis, and it's the 13th of June, so this will be our lucky cocktail day. Interestingly, 7 years ago on the 13th of June, Erica and Barbara and Eddie, I moved to Bowling Green and moved into this house, so it's kind of a special day for us. We miss all our friends in Illinois. We had a great 13-year run there. That just occurred to me. But we've loved our 7 years here. God, if you're into English and interpreting things, you could probably do a lot with that 13 and 7. I'm not sure what. Anyway, tonight I was gonna make a drink called the Patsy in honor of our neighbor Patsy Sloan next door, but I couldn't remember what went in it, except that it had cherries and maybe bourbon. So I decided that tonight I would make a new drink inspired by my memories of the Patsy called the Sloan, because I knew Jay, because he's got really thin skin. Those of you who know him, not really. He would be so upset if I didn't, include him in the naming of this cocktail. So tonight we're going to make the Sloan. But first, next week we're going to make Father's Day drinks for your kids. So you're going to want to have cream soda, vanilla, marshmallows, orange juice, ginger ale, and Sprite on hand. We're going to make an array. We're not going to put all that in the same thing. But. All right, so tonight we premiere the Sloan. I've been in the lab, you can probably tell, quite a bit this afternoon trying to perfect this. So I got my fancy cherry pitter. You can also use this for olives that my sister-in-law Ingrid gave us for Christmas one year. You don't have to have this to pit your cherries, but if you do, it makes it a lot easier. You can just slice it if you don't have one of these. So you're going to put 5 cherries in your cocktail glass. It's really cool. I like the sound it makes when you pop the thing out. Sometimes the pit doesn't come out, so you got to watch for it. So that's 3 cherries, 4 cherries, and then 5 cherries. So you put these in there. And then you're going to put a dash of orange bitters. You can use Angostura, you can use Fee Brothers, not Reagan's. It's not political, it's just they're not as good. You're going to put a little bit of sugar, maybe a half a teaspoon of bar sugar in there. Yeah, that's about right. And then you're going to put a little lemon peel in the bottom as you muddle this. And I think that I had tried lemon juice in an earlier version, but it was too much. But the lemon peel works pretty well. And then you use your muddler, my cool muddler here that I got in Blowing Rock, North Carolina, on a trip with my brothers recently. You can use a rolling pin or a spoon or whatever, but you want to mush all this stuff together. One of the reasons why I'm wearing my apron is because this cherry juice gets all over and I don't want to stain my cool shirt. So you muddle that all, you kind of muddle the, take a look at that. Muddle the lemon in there too. Try to get it all nice and juiced up, just like so. Alright, and then you're going to add about 1.5 ounces of Buffalo Trace or your favorite bourbon. There you go. And mix that around. Cocktail spoon a little bit of that. And then, it's kind of a weird way to construct it, but that's how I do it. Add rice. Just like that. And then, you won't be surprised that I add a little club soda. Yeah, look at that color. Oh, pretty. Mix that around really good. You might want to use the spoon in to kind of get some of that cherry up there. And then, most of you know that Jay and Patsy went to the University of Texas. And so we're going to have a special garnish in honor of the University of Texas, the second UT. University of Tennessee was the first UT. University of Texas is the second one. So we're going to use some fire and make a burnt orange lemon peel over here. So be careful, those of you. Make sure you've not had a lot to drink before you make these. Kind of get down in there. Ooh, I burned myself a little bit. Trying to get the edges burned a little bit. Ooh, see, and there's orange oil in there that will, flame out, which is kind of cool. I'm just trying to get the edges to make it pretty. There we go. It's hot. Be careful. You can kind of see that edge there, the burnt orange. Get it? All right. Careful when you grab it so it's not too hot. You pop that in there like that, and there you have the Sloan. So here's to 7 wonderful years of Bowling Green. Hopefully we'll have at least 7 more, maybe 17 or 27 more. Here's to Jay and Patsy Sloan, the best neighbors you could ever hope for. And here's to all of you. Cheers.